Friday night and a last look at the BBC Wales news headlines. The South Wales Police Authority is facing a vote of no confidence from its own rank-and-file officers. In an unprecedented move, the Police Federation says it's no longer prepared to prop up the force by working unpaid overtime. The move comes just 2 days before a meeting to discuss the force's deepening cash crisis. Although the authority is rejecting the criticism, the Conservative MP for Brecon and Radnor says the force's management are to blame by failing to keep within their budget. There have been renewed calls tonight for a statutory code of practice to help improve school bus safety. The move comes after a verdict of accidental death was recorded on a South Wales schoolboy who was knocked down and killed last April. His family are now preparing a private prosecution against the driver involved. A council in West Wales is asking the Welsh Office to conduct an inquiry into the case of a man who's been staging a 15-year-long battle over industrial developments near his home. Iorwerth Jones has staged a string of protests on the roof of Dinevo Borough Council, as well as serving several prison sentences during his campaign. A Cardiff restaurant owner has been jailed for 3.5 years at the city's Crown Court for hiring a hitman to kill a love rival. Businessman Joseph Rodriguez admitted offering to pay £4,000 to a private detective to carry out the murder. The court heard Rodriguez became infatuated with a customer, Deborah Oliver, after she visited his restaurant in the city centre and hired the private eye to kill her new boyfriend. And at Mould Crown Court, a 24-year-old man from Pwllheli has been found guilty of murdering an 84-year-old widow. Dylanwyn Jones was sentenced to life in prison. His co-defendant and former girlfriend, Tracy Thompson, was jailed for 8 years after being found guilty of manslaughter. Nancy Jones died a fortnight after the pair attacked her at her home in Pwllheli. The BBC Wales news headlines. Moving on to the weather forecast for Wales for the next 24 hours. A mainly cloudy night is expected across Wales, and occasional rain will continue to die out slowly. The temperature will be generally around 4 degrees Celsius, but only 1 degree on high ground, which will become misty. The wind will be east or southeast, mainly light, but fresh on exposed parts of Dyfed. Tomorrow, a dull start will give way to brighter spells for a time, but more cloud and rain will reach western parts of Dyfed and Gwynedd around the middle of the afternoon, and that will extend east to all areas by the end of the evening. A rather cold day is expected, and freshening southeasterly winds may reach gale force for a time over exposed parts of Dyfed and Gwynedd. The temperature will be around 6 degrees Celsius. In summary then, rain dying out tonight, mainly dry tomorrow, but more rain later. Have you noticed every silver lining has a cloud? The weather forecast. Well, there we are, exactly 8 minutes past 2 a.m. We've reached the end of programmes here on BBC Wales on One for Another Night. Thanks for watching. Hope we've had something to tickle your fancy, and that you'll be with us again at some stage tomorrow. Saturday's highlights, of course, revolve around a certain rugby match. We've coverage here on BBC Wales on One Live, starting at 2:10. Commentary by Lynn Davis and Brynmore Williams. Needless to say, if you can't get to a television set, both BBC Radio Wales and Radio Cymru have live commentary of the game between Wales and France at the National Stadium. So, with all fingers crossed that things will go well tomorrow, for this Friday night, well, I'll leave you with a last look at the clock. From all of us at BBC Wales in Llandaff, this is Mark James wishing you a very good night. Sleep well. Nostar.